So many of us are just so frustrated with these food prices, man. Everything is expensive. Going out to eat to your favorite restaurant, when you get that bill, you looking like, whoa. With the war in Russia, ever since the war in Ukraine and with the Russians, it's just everything went up, inflation went up, and food is just so expensive. And food is like now one of our most biggest expenses. And it used to be that, your your housing, your transportation, then your food. Now I think the food probably is not your biggest expense. And we all gotta eat to live. So that's one of those things that we must do. And so we have to be proactive. We have to plan ahead, and we gotta be smart. We gotta be very smart, wise with our food planning. So in today's episode, we got some very great points for y'all on how to save money on food. It's your boy Chief Kick at MZT Motivation, back with another good one for y'all, man. We want to try to help y'all put some money back in your pocket, right? Because the money that you save on your grocery bill, you can take that money, save it, or invest it, right? And so we got some points for y'all that we want to share with y'all, so that it can help you save some money on your food bill, on that grocery bill. And I'm gonna just dive right into it. I want to just do a little recap. Now, when it comes to like staple items, foods that we pretty much use on a regular basis, right? Everybody uses bread as a staple item, eggs, milk, cheese, rice, potatoes, beans. These are like our staple items, right? And I got 7 staple items. And these staple items, for instance, milk, right? They want, for 1 gallon of milk is $4.26. Eggs, for a dozen of eggs is $3.49. Chicken, for 1 pound of chicken, they want $6.51. Rice, for a pound of white rice, $2.58. Potatoes, for 1 pound bag of potatoes, $1.25 a pound. White bread, this ain't even the good bread. This the white bread. They want $3.73 a loaf. Beans, they want $6.88 for a bag of beans. These prices is up, and these prices is up. The milk is up 43% since the war in Russia. The cheese is up 49%. The eggs is up 28%. We all love our eggs in the morning, right? Chicken is up 25%, and these prices is rising, and I don't see them coming down soon, y'all. So we must be very strategic on our meal prep. We must be very cautious on what we put into our body, and because a lot of these other foods are not healthy, and they cause a lot of other diseases and cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes. So we want to stay away from a lot of those pre-processed foods, a lot of that junk food and stuff, and it get you all fat and clog up your arteries. Stuff ain't good for you, right? We want to stay away from that stuff. And we want to move towards a more of a holistic, natural diet where we eat, like the chicken, fish, these things. And eating healthy can be very expensive, right? You're trying to eat clean or eat healthier, it can be very expensive. So, and it's a must, right? Eating healthy is a necessity. It's a God-given right for us to be able to eat the things that our body needs, right? And so we want to try to eat healthy and save some money. So we got some very good tips for y'all, man. We're finna dive into them. The first one is use leftovers, right? Use the leftovers, the food in your pantry, the food in your refrigerator that's been there probably for a minute, but it's still good. You can freeze food. Use your leftover foods to make new dishes and other dishes, right? my girlfriend and I, we've been doing this lately. She been making up some very great meals that was leftovers. Certain meals she'll freeze certain things so that it can preserve the shelf life of it, and we come back to it and eat it, and it just be just as good as it was before. Our pantries and our closets and stuff, we've been cleaning that stuff out, using the stuff that's still good in there. So my second point to saving you money on your grocery bill is to make a list. You remember, like, back in the day when our grandma and them, when they was coming up, grandma and them, they had a list whenever they go grocery shop, and they may send you to the store with the list. And the list would be very detailed. It'd be very organized. You got all of the prices and stuff in there. And so this is how you save money. You gotta write a list. Gone are the days that you could just go on there and freestyling, you know. Especially if you're on a link, you got to budget that stuff out. Because some people on a fixed income, they only get a certain amount of money per month. So you really have to budget that stuff out. You just can't be just going in there just swiping it like that. You have to have that stuff budgeted out. So you got to write a list, y'all. Write you a list. My third point is the B word. The B word. You guessed it. Budget. You got to write budget for your impulse buying. Make you a $5, $10, $15 impulse buy list, right? And it's a budget. So because a lot of us, we impulse buy all the time, right? We go in the grocery store, you see the pack of cookies and the cheese puffs, you know, that just look so good, and you just, before you know it, it's in your cart. So you're going out the store, you realize you needed some gum in your car, so it's right there when you're up by the cash register, so you grab the gum. These impulse buys, right? We all do them all the time. And there's nothing wrong with impulse buying, but with these prices, we got to save. We got to put some money back in your pocket. So budget for your impulse buy. I recommend a $5 to $10 impulse budget. Depending on the size of your household, you may want to increase it. It's $20, $30, but you know, not too big. Make sure you got you an impulse buy budget. Fourth point is you got to use the apps and technology. Take advantage of apps, technology. A great app that we've been using in our home is we've been using Walmart app, Sam's Club app. We got the Jewel Osco app. These are 3 apps that we use to save money. And I really like the Sam's Club app because you can just go right on your phone and just you after you get your stuff, you can pay for everything right on your phone. So you don't even have to go to the registers and nothing like that. You can just walk right out, you know. So, and they have a lot of coupons. You can save money with the coupons on the apps. And a lot of times they'll reward you for just having the app because they want to get their apps. They want to increase their membership, or they want to increase, you know, the amount of people who using their apps. So they give a lot of stuff out on those apps. The Walmart, they have a lot of coupons. Jewels have coupons on their app as well. You can use these coupons to save money when you check out and put money right back in your pocket. Ching, ching. Another one is my fifth point. My fifth point is plan more vegetable forward meals. Guys, Now, I know eating healthy is a little more expensive, right? But when you plan to eat healthy, you can save a lot of money. You know, when you plan on, you know, with your vegetables and different things like that, you can save a lot of money, you know, just by planning on the vegetables that you're going to eat and using different ones throughout the week or throughout the month, however your budget is. But just that the whole planning can save you so much time and so much money. My sixth point is generic. Go generic, right? Certain generic brands are just as good as the original brands. I know Walmart got the Great Value, and a lot of the Great Value brands be just as good as a lot of the other brands, and it's a lot more cheaper. And by using these generic brands, this can put money back into your pocket. Yeah, and I'm not telling you that you can still use some of the brands that you enjoy, but just by going generic, you can still get the same quality, if not better than some of our favorite brands, because some of those them companies, them generic companies, they trying to get customers and consumers, so they trying to put the good stuff out there, and they can put money right back into your pocket by going generic. This money that you can use for other things. My last point is to buy whole vegetables. Woo! Buy your vegetables whole. Now, me and my girl, we've recently been buying whole corn, and it got with the husk still on there, and it's cheaper and it tastes way better than